In this video, I want to talk a little bit about what permissive language is and why I think it's important to be able to use when trying to put your client into a nice, peaceful trance. A lot of times, hypnotists fall into two camps in their language, directive or permissive. Directive language would be having your client, being told, you're going to relax now and you're going to go into trance. Now that's a good directive command, and it may work on somebody who is open to the process of trance. But I've found a lot of times that clients that come in, they have trust issues. They're concerned about, what is trance. Maybe they've been taught that hypnosis is scary and it's dangerous and you don't want to go there. So maybe having a more permissive approach in our language. So instead of telling them, in a minute, you're going to relax, you're going to go into trance, maybe we need to say something more like, in a minute, you may or may not become more relaxed. You may or you may not want to begin to go into trance. We're giving them options. You may want to close your eyes, and you may not want to close your eyes. You may want to sit comfortably. You may not want to sit comfortably. You may want to relax your breathing. You may not want to relax your breathing. When we are permissive in our language, we're giving them options. Options on how to relax. Options on how to go into trance that's best for them. We're not telling them the best way to go into trance. We're giving them possibilities. So if you're sitting with someone and you're wanting them to breathe more deeply, why not tell them that they can breathe deeply? Just by saying, and you can begin to breathe deeply. The flip side is you can and you can't. It's up to them. They're in control of the trance, as opposed to, in a minute, you will breathe more deeply. Well, what happens in that minute if the person's not breathing more deeply? Well, already now we've got resistance. By having permissive language in our trance inductions, we are really allowing the patient to really begin to feel more in control. Because that's what a lot of people, when they go into hypnosis sessions, they're worried about losing control. So telling them, you can begin to sit back and you can really let go or not. It's really up to you, the best way that you'd like to go into a trance. I don't know if you're going to go into a trance now or later. You'll find out the best way for you as you allow yourself, if you choose, to relax more deeply. As deeply as you now feel comfortable going. And you don't have to go more deeply than you'd like to. You may go a little bit deeply or more deeply. However you decide to go into trance, that's really up to you. So by giving the client the openness that whatever they do, if they want to go into trance, that's great. If they want to keep their eyes open, that's great. If they want to not keep their eyes open, that's great too. It's making everything part of the trance. So if a person decides they're going to be rigid and sit there, you could even say, and it's wonderful that you can be very comfortable sitting with your arms crossed and your brow tight. And those are wonderful ways to begin to relax. So whatever they're doing, it's okay. We're giving them permission. How many of our clients, just our regular therapy clients, come in just to have us validate that they're okay? So why not make the trance easy and natural? Give them permission to do whatever. And as you're adding in all the things we're doing on these video series, you can start to create new inductions that are more permissive in the language. That if your whole goal is just to have them relax, you're kind of seeing what arises in the moment instead of having dictated ways to do it. This person might not, I know it sounds crazy, be anything like the last person that you were doing hypnosis with. So treat them as individuals, unique, and that they can go into a trance the way that's right for them. So start playing with your language, start writing things down, listening, make recordings, and hear often that you try to direct someone or direct people in general, and start noticing little ways where you can become more permissive in your language, because you can be directive or not, and you can be permissive or not. And either way, I'm sure it's going to work really well for you. But you may find that the more you pay attention to giving people permission to go into trance rather than a dictation, it may open up new possibilities. And we all enjoy possibilities. So have fun with this. I hope this gives you some ideas.